Good afternoon, Big Bang competitors.
Today, we've come to present you Whirlpool's Guide for Early Entrepreneurs. In this presentation, we will go over who we are, our main problem, and each of our stakeholder groups.
Our consumers, competitors, employees, suppliers, and our environmental impact. Then, we'll finish with what you can take away.
Whirlpool has been one of the leading U.S. household appliance manufacturers for decades. We have over 40,000 U.S. employees, and in 2023, we made over $19 billion in annual revenues. Through this presentation, we hope you, our competitors in kitchenware, can learn from our experiences.
Now, here is our main problem. We are facing mounting challenges from intensified competition in our core U.S. appliance sectors, particularly washing machines, refrigerators, and dryers, as foreign competitors like LG and Samsung flooded and stockpiled the U.S. home appliance market with lower cost products before President Donald Trump's tariffs went into effect in early 2025.
Our consumers. Currently, our consumers are facing a dilemma. We have been forced to increase our prices, reduce product quality, and slow down our customer service as we try to maintain profitability in the face of these tariffs. As a result, we have lost some of our precious customers to Samsung and LG.
For foreign competitors LG and Samsung, pre-tariff stockpiling forced them to manage large shipments and short-term price pressures, hence causing their margins to decrease. LG had to absorb cost swings while hiking prices to maintain shelf inventory and adjust 20% of its production output from China to its Tennessee plant. Similarly, Samsung reallocated production to its U.S. subsidiaries and fluctuated its prices in response to pre-tariff shipments. Domestically, GE experienced increased pressure to accelerate supply reshoring from Mexico and China into the U.S. Furthermore, since there is no one dominant home appliance manufacturer, companies have to compete in a crowded market in which price and distribution shifts can have a severe impact on demand, margins, and operational stability.
Another important stakeholder are Whirlpool's employees. The main issue is that tariffs have made the appliance market more competitive, pushing Whirlpool to invest more in its American factories to stay ahead. For assembly and supply chain workers, that means more hiring and stronger job stability as Whirlpool ramps up manufacturing at home. At the same time, automation and AI still pose challenges, especially for customer service employees whose roles risk being replaced by chatbots. Overall, Whirlpool's investment in its U.S. plants and workforce shows how trade policy and technology together are reshaping what it means to work at Whirlpool today.
Whirlpool's suppliers are made up of direct parts and component manufacturers, raw material providers, and logistic companies that are all feeling the impact of Whirlpool's recent financial struggles. As competition from LG and Samsung and rising tariffs have hurt profits, Whirlpool has started cutting costs by simplifying its supply chain and pushing suppliers to lower prices or improve efficiency. Component suppliers are facing tighter contracts and reduced order volumes as Whirlpool standardizes parts to save money. Raw material suppliers, such as those providing steel and plastics, are pressured to keep prices low despite inflation, while shipping and logistic partners face smaller profit margins and stricter delivery demands as Whirlpool works to reduce transportation costs. These suppliers share a common goal. They want Whirlpool to remain financially stable without forcing all cost reductions onto them, so they can maintain steady contracts, fair pricing, and long-term business relations.
Intensified competition from LG and Samsung, tariff pressures, and shrinking profit margins pose significant environmental concerns across three key segments: local ecosystems, global climate systems, and waste and recycling systems. Local ecosystems near U.S. factories in Ohio, Tennessee, and Iowa have experienced contamination incidents such as a 2013 TCE leak in Fort Smith, Arkansas, highlighting the lasting impact of Whirlpool's operations and the risk of reduced environmental investment amid financial strain. On a global scale, Whirlpool's increased imports to offset competition have raised transportation-related emissions, though its Made in America strategy helps mitigate carbon output by shortening supply chains. Financial pressures, however, may hinder progress toward renewable energy use and low-carbon logistics. Similarly, waste and recycling systems are challenged by cost constraints that could slow sustainability initiatives, yet domestic sourcing enables better waste control and recycling efficiency.
Ultimately, our challenges reveal a clear lesson. Agility beats scale. With flexible supply chains and local sourcing, you guys can avoid the bottlenecks that slowed us giants. Innovation isn't just in the product, it's in how you produce, price, and pivot. Thank you.